So instead of starting with your usual footwork, I'm going to have you think of this opener. Now, this particular neck expression and exercise and set is so fluid and it's really encouraging to open up anything that feels tight, encourage synovial fluid in the area. If you're not sure what synovial fluid is, it's just a lubricant that your body creates. The composition actually helps you keep those joints nicely oiled and nicely well fluid, right? So synovial fluid, when your body moves around the joints and when you can really start to check in with your mobility around your joints, synovial fluid is released into those joints. Okay, and you can think of it as oiling the machine and welling the machine. Okay, we're gonna start just sitting nice and tall, and then carefully bringing chin to shoulder, and back through center, and chin to other shoulder, and back through center. And just moving through this a couple times at least. Center. And you'll notice right away, like if your shoulders want to sway, and that's okay, like that's normal. I really want you to practice from a place of compassion and practice from a place of exploration. And just remembering to just be with the moment. Couple more. And then together we're progressing. Once you're in center, bring your ear to one shoulder, rock your head back, and ear to opposite shoulder, and move through center first. So first going ear to shoulder, center, go ear to shoulder, center, go ear to shoulder, center, go ear to shoulder, center. I'm going for just a few more. So we call this lateral flexion in the neck. And this is really great to train those muscles so that it's not always right into the upper trap, which is here, but also you're distributing the weight of carrying the head into these tiny muscles and ligaments and tendons that can start to really service as one function. Okay, and then you're going to add on, please, moving into chin to chest and chin up and chin to chest and chin up. And I want you to notice that deep quality of your breath if you haven't felt it already. Couple more like this, right? So you're really noticing any tendency of those shoulders to lift and to elevate. I'm trying to really just stay as soft as possible through the rest of your posture. And then right here, you're going to add on. Let's go for a couple semicircles now, please. Right? So starting to explore half circles just around the back of your head. Allowing your mind to slow down, letting there be some time for stillness and ease and reset. Because that time in your day is so important and you deserve it. So go ahead and try a couple full head rolls and head circles. And you'll notice any areas that don't feel as fluid. Just give yourself the time and the patience to really open up those areas. Okay. And then once you're here, you can go ahead and cross that arm over and across. And maybe just tilting the head in any direction where you feel a little more of that sensation. And then if you can slowly switch, reach wide perhaps at first, and then exhale, cross it over. And I want you to give those deep breaths, tilting the head if that felt better. Big reach. Good. And then you're going to come back through center. You're going to give yourself a couple more shoulder rolls. And then transition into this cow facing arm situation. And then switching. And then taking a couple sincere shoulder rolls. And then if you can add on some cow cat, so maybe rounding through the spine, you can add a little bit of that pelvic tilt. And then inhale. Alrighty, and then we're not going to quite get started on footwork right now. We're going to explore a bit of core preparation. So if you can bring your short box and keep your foot strap handy so that once you step onto that box, your carriage is fully loaded, so there's no opportunity to move it. You're going to come where your sit bones are, and for the first expression, try to just keep the knees bent. That's okay. And then go ahead and reach your arms long. Imagine you're kind of just sitting, and we're just starting to engage deeply through these postural muscles. So you're going to go ahead, reach your arms up, inhale, and exhale, go forward. And inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach forward. And take your time just like this for 5. You want to make sure you're standing evenly on your pelvis for 4. Just for 3. Just for 2. Listen carefully. Next time you're here, prepare to hinge back and then scoop back. So breath in. We're going for a hinge back. So you can see I'm working really hard to keep that rib cage tucked. And then I'm going to start to scoop, 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 scoop. And then hook that foot strap. Take the arms over. And then inhale here. Reach your arms up. Nod your chin. Work that low core. Scoop the belly. Notice how I'm rounding the spine. And then sitting tall. Good. So if you didn't go that full range, that's okay. We're going to try that a couple more times. Inhale. Let's go hinge back, hinge back, hinge back. And then start to scoop, scoop, scoop. Reach the fingers away in opposition. And then take yourself over. And then exhale, mount the chin. Scoop the low belly. Sit tall. Go ahead. Bend those elbows. You don't have to add tension on that ring yet, okay? Now add a little tension next time you're in. 1 pulse and reach out. And bend in, add a pulse and reach out. And bend in. Let's add several pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. I want the elbows really lifted in line with your shoulders. I want you tall through the crown of your head. I want you to keep everything working hard in your abdominals. For 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Go ahead, hold that tension. Hinge back just like I am. And then start to scoop, scoop, scoop. Option to relax that tension and reach the arms long. Exhale to knot the chin, scoop the belly, and sit tall right here. Let's meet right here for 10. I want a nice static hold. Everything feels grounded. 9. Good work, work, work for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep that core working, posture working. Let's slowly bend those elbows in. Add a little tension on that ring. And rotate. Imagine your elbows are wide. So when we talked about the cervical spine and working from that upper body, so you're rotating strictly through your upper body. Okay? And then moving back through center. Okay? And other direction. Just the cervical spine is moving with you. And take it back in. Let's go a couple more times each direction. And the slower I go, the more I am discovering and exploring. So that's what I really want. And then sit tall and pulse that ring for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on. 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 more pulses, 5 more pulses, 4 more pulses, 3 more, 2 more. Hold on. 1, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 10, for 9, for 8. Just 7 and 6, 5 more, just 4, almost there. Keep that hold, and then letting everything just go. Good. Give yourself some credit. Okay, so now we're going to move into a little bit of that footwork using the, we're going to just be seated, and I'm just going with like a medium footwork. So I have one light and then 2 like medium lights. So it's like a good, easy medium. And then we're gonna just go ahead and push that carriage open and bend those knees back in. And push the carriage open and bend the knees back in. So I am in a second position with my feet. That means the balls of the toes are on the bar, and this time the heels are off the bar. And I'm working really hard because I know a majority of you are going to be like this in your low back. This is not what I want. I want you lifted. I want the pelvis in your neutral, core engaged, right? And everything's kind of nice and neutral, so you're not tilted too much one way or the other way. And then just push open and bend in. And we're not closing the carriage all the way. We're mostly just trying to stay tall through the crown of the head, work into the strength of the ankles, the quads, right? So it's a lot of that frontline support. 9, 8, 7, 6. So you'll start to feel it through your psoas even. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to keep going. You can join for 10, I'm going for 10 more. So notice my pelvis has not left that nice neutral position. I'm still working the core as well as working hard to keep my chest nice and lifted. 7 more. Go where the work is. Create the work, especially if it's getting easy and it's just getting fatigued. Good. Let's go for tiny pulses. This time it's by the pelvic floor as well as the sit bones. So where the hamstring and glute connect, just at the back of your legs, where the C curve of your glute is, that's where I want you, okay? Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that small pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Close your carriage. You probably need a stretch. So go ahead and take that seated figure four stretch. Notice here how I'm readjusting my pelvis so that I'm able to get into the most targeted areas of where I'm feeling it through my glutes. And then just deepening any variation of this. And let's slowly switch legs. Alrighty, so we're gonna do a little bit of extension work on the belly, like prone. So obviously if you're pregnant, you're not gonna really feel comfortable on your belly depending how far along you are. So I want you to turn that box long box. And if you are pregnant, your modification is just to like push out and in like this and seated. So you're gonna straddle the long box, pregnant people, and if you're not pregnant, you're gonna come onto your belly. Okay, so now we're gonna work on really like these muscles here that help to lift the rib cage in line with the spine, in line with the hips, into what we call extension work, right? So we don't want the rib flare necessarily where the ribs are popping out. We want everything in line. So I'll show you what I mean. I probably will go a little bit lighter or keep your current tension. If your current tension is good, keep that. Push out. Notice my toes are lifted, my glutes are working, my arms are strong. And then as you come in, lift that heart. And exhale, dive down. And as you inhale, lift. So you can take the chin tuck that I'm offering right now, just because the purpose of today is that neck focus. We don't always do this with the chin tuck, right? So do you see how carefully I'm grounding into the palm, shoulder, past shoulder width apart almost. And then I'm nodding the chin so that I can push out to keep the body long. And then take it in. Go 4 more. I'm wrapping my shoulders away from the ears. And I'm working to keep the back muscles working equally. Okay, so I'm actually going for a couple more of these because this feels good. This should feel really good through your arms. So look how engaged I'm staying. Look how strong my back looks as I flow through this, okay? Look how tight my ribs are keeping tight my core is keeping the ribs and pelvis together. And then option to add some chest presses. So really letting the chest come close to the bar and back out. Give it two good ones after this. Push. Work. Protect the joints. Observe where the engagement is. Notice I am not relaxing my toes at all. Keeping everything working super duper hard. Good. Let's bend in halfway and hold for 4. Stay, stay, stay just like this for 3. Good. Keep that all stable. Keep the chin tucked in so the head is in line with your shoulders. Good. Come in slowly. Alrighty, you're going to straddle that carriage like a horse. And then maybe take a down stretch, a fold, a release. Okay, listen carefully. Once you have found that stretch, we do have a little bit more work to do. We're going to do some chest expansion work, and then we're getting it. So stay with me. We're not looking to do any like lat pull down work. I really just want the emphasis to be here on your chest, your pectorals, right? So these are your pectorals right here. And then let's just go ahead and come to sit. And in this shape, you're gonna hold your hands down. I would go a little bit lighter in your tension if you can. Just explore. You can give this current tension a shot. And then know that you can always modify it. Let's go ahead, set it up. Gonna exhale, chest press. So notice where I'm at with my arms. Notice where I'm at with the pelvis, with the spine, with the core, and stay for 8. I'm pulling from here. Chest expansion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. I'm continuing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Look to the right. Center. Look to the left. Center. And then inhale. Reach slowly to a diagonal. Now, it doesn't have to be the most dramatic diagonal because I really want these shoulders in their sockets. But we're going out, in, out, in, out. Lateral flexion means you rotate, or you flex rather from the spine. And then other side, add a little bit of that lateral flexion. And be patient with yourself, right? If your tension is too much, take it down. Like, no one's forcing you to do any kind of tension, okay? Feel like I'm in the Wild West on my horse, reaching back for something important. Okay, once you change your springs, set it up. Okay, so maybe you're going lighter. And we're going up, center, up, center, up, flexion, center, flexion, center. Let's go chest expansion, 10, 9, 8. Look how much space is between my shoulders and my ears. It's a lot. And that's what I want from you too. I don't want those shoulders up by those ears. I want them down. Hold right here. Let's go little sunshines. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just 3 more. Just 2 more. Just 1 more. Just 3 more. Just 2 more. Just 1 more. Just 3 more. Just 2 more. Just 1 more. Final 3. Final 2. Good. Really, really good. Let that go. Whew. So if you didn't get that set, you can hit pause and you can go back and you can redo it. And that's the beauty of on demand, right? Okay, so we have a little bit more work. I want you to cross these loops right here. And then I want you to add a little bit of that hinge in your upper body. And then just go ahead and fill up your lungs. Exhale, pull and reach. And pull and reach. So where am I grabbing? I'm grabbing well above this strap. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, add a little bit of a hinge back and a slight flexion. And stay center, hinging back, flexion on the other side. So now it's challenging your obliques. Let that go. Stay with me, sitting super tall, gently pulling those elbows in, and we're going out. In. Now notice my elbows are by the ribs. I'm keeping those wrists really parallel to my elbows. And this is going to be really great for redistribution of tension off your neck. Redistributing, alrighty? Redistributing that tension off your neck. It's only about 4 inches. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1 for 3, for 2. Good. Let it all go. Give yourself a little bit of that release. I do want one more set of that, whether you've got 8 or 6 or 12 in you, but please try that again. Grab by the top of the strap. For some of us, it's a knot or it's like above the metal buckle. And then go ahead, pull in, and we're going out, in, out, in, out, in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe a couple more. Hold. Turn to the right, gaze. Turn to the left, gaze. Turn to the right, and turn to the left again. And then center and let that go. Good job. So we're going to close with some legs and straps as we always do. I hope you've enjoyed moving with me as much as I've enjoyed being able to share my practice with you. And I just want to remind you that, like, a lot of these concepts are repeated and they're reiterated, and we cover it over and over and over again throughout this channel. So it's really nice for you to obviously hit like, hit subscribe so you get all the new stuff that I'm continuing to put out. And then choosing your footwork, legs and straps, springs, please. And then just lying yourself down. And then pressing your foot into the loops. Now, if you're not sure what springs to use, go a little bit lighter than the first setting, or go back to that first footwork setting. So hopefully, team, your neck is feeling so much better already. I know mine is. Now I feel like I really got some release work. Go ahead and keep straightening out those psoas and other direction. So going in first position, frog, bending and extending. Keep your heels touching. What I see a lot is that we come over these knees, over the hips. I don't want you there, I want you here. So in and out, in and out, in and out. Take any final movements your body is calling to. And maybe reset your final resting in that butterfly legs or not. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day. We'll be in touch. Be sure to have lots of water, protein, and vitamin C. And I will see you next time.